sentido de la palabra y del concepto, os lleve a la séptima, os lleve a la Copa el próximo miércoles. Lucas Ocampos, suerte, gracias.
Muchas gracias. Adiós.
Miguel, gracias a ti también, hablamos.
Muchas gracias, José Mario.
I was going through my box of radios as I want to try to place the radios, and noticed that I haven't used the CC SkywaveSSB in quite a long time. Definitely not one of my favorites, but it definitely does receive, and it does a job of what it's meant to do. And it's one of the I wish there were more. It's one of the only radios that actually has the weather band, the NOAA weather band for North America and Environment Canada and in Canada, with weather alerts and everything. That is kind of nice. It's probably the nice feature of this radio. But if I remove the weather, I would not purchase this radio, not at the price it's sold for. Especially, you know, when a radio of that price mutes when you tune around, it's not cool. But it's definitely, you know, it works and it does receive shortwave. That's definite. It's interesting how, you know, comments. Some people take it way too personal, and this is one example where, you know, and there's a few other reviewers. When the CC SkywaveSSB 2 came out, you know, a lot of the reviewers I've seen were like, no, I'm not going to buy that to test out. It's too expensive for what it is. I still think even though they fixed a few things that should have been fixed, better audio and an antenna jack that was missing on the original, it's still, for me, not worth it, the price that it's sold for. You get some really great value off of much less expensive receivers, some Texans, and even the XH Data D808. If you buy a mute, if NOAA weather is not something you want, if you have to buy a muting radio, might as well buy a XH Data D808 or Ciudad. It's half the price. And actually, in some of the tests I did, has better performance. But it definitely does a job if you've got one or if you purchased one. And contrary to what a lot of people think, it's not made in the US, it's made in China. This is a radio made by Redson, which is one of the shortwave radio manufacturing companies. So listening to Spain here on 17855 using telescopic antenna. Just outside in the backyard on the C Crane CCSkywaveSSB.
El domingo en masa a ese partido contra el Mallorca, en lo que será la despedida, el hasta luego del Camp Nou para los próximos meses, además también de la despedida definitiva de Sergio Busquets y Jordi.
Gracias, Josep. Volvemos a Mallorca, Pau. Ya está el tiempo de añadido el equipo ante el conjunto baleario.